God used them to teach us to be stronger women, discover who we were, who we are, our identity.
But I was never a maternal kind of mum, but he's my best friend.
God used them to teach us to be stronger women, to be resilient, and to discover who we actually are, our purposes, what we have to give to others. You know, how do we inspire others with our stories? How did we go through what we went through? We discovered ourselves.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that was what this men taught us to be.
That's right.
We discover who we were, who we are, our identity, and what we've been placed on planet Earth to come do. And I'm glad, like you said, we are glad that it happened. But the lessons, when we're going through, it wasn't funny, it wasn't easy. But when you, on hindsight, when you reflect, you'll say to yourself, well, I think it was worth it. Because if this didn't happen to me, I wouldn't have been, like I said earlier on, a better version of myself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Grace. You know, as you say, like if you'd asked me that a few years ago, I'd just be like, no. I think you have to go through the stages of anger, frustration, upset. You're going to go through these stages, but the quicker you can do it, the better. Because, but again, don't put pressure on yourself. But go through these stages, and now I'm like, approval now, so I've got to the approval stage where I approve, and I'm glad it happened to me. Kind of a question someone else asked me before with regards, would I ever do it again? I'm tired, I must admit, I'm tired because it's happened twice, but if I had to start this journey again without knowing what I had to go through, I would go through it all again.
And be a better version of yourself, in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm confident, I like me.
Yeah, confidence,
Yeah. I'm not fake.
Confident, you're resilient, you're super woman. Let me put it at that.
Thank you.
Okay. So, in all this, did your son motivate you? Or was it the fact that you needed to provide for him that was a motivating factor as well?
Yeah, both really. My son, well, to be honest, this is really weird, but I was never really a maternal type. Animals, but I was never a maternal kind of mum. I never saw myself as a mum or growing up, I suppose, because I was always sort of in that child of like feeling stupid, and I just sort of felt I never really grew up really. And when I had my son, and this is awful to say, when I first had him, I didn't bond with him first of all, because I don't know, it was really weird. Obviously breastfeed, but he didn't take, and I just really struggled, and I felt a bit of a crappy mummy, and I suppose I was probably in a bit of PTSD because I had the relationship and just felt not good enough, and I think that was always been my resembling thing as a younger. I was not good enough, not worthy, and so I didn't know if I was going to make a good mum. I thought, well, I can't even look after myself, how am I going to look after my son? That when that bond, probably even that might have been a week or two, can't quite remember exactly, but when that bond happened, it was like there was unbreakable, and we have so much love for each other. I mean, it gets on my tits sometimes when I get on this, I know, but that bond, I would do anything for my son. I love my son to bits. He's the best person in the world, and the only reason I'd never want to die is because I'd never want to leave him. But he's my best friend, and I love him to bits.
And that's important as well.